Hi, Mysta. May I have birthday wish and words of wisdom on VTubing? I look up to you as one of my favorite VTubers as a VTuber. Lots of love from Takashi. Hope you get flosses for daily flossing. Wait, what is the question? Am I stupid? Wise words and wisdom of VTubing? As in like a device for VTubing? Bro, I don't think you should be asking me that because I don't know anything. Dude, I think I do a terrible job. And I'm not just trying to say that to like fish compliments, but I feel like I honestly feel like I do a terrible job. So I don't think you need to ask me. You should ask Shu. I think Shu's a really good example. Because like for me, I literally just play a streamer. I'm a streamer. I just turn on. Okay, you want advice? Here's what I do. Press start stream, talk. If you have no one in your chat, you talk to yourself.
Oh my.
You know what? Here's something for streaming, okay? Or social media in general. Not just VTubing, okay? I think that would be good for streaming, right? So for social media creation, I think people have a massive reliance on collaborations being the way that they grow, right? You know, when observing like the VTuber community or whatever, I think a lot of people think getting a collaboration will mean you will grow. But that is not true. Don't focus on collaborations. Focus on your own content. Don't rely on other people in the collab being funny. Be the one who is funny. Make the content yourself. If you're not funny, don't worry. No one thinks they're funny. There is not anyone in the world who thinks they're funny, and if they do think they're funny, they probably aren't funny, okay? So just work on yourself. Try to think of ways you can come up with content and jokes, and don't rely on other people to make you grow, because that's not how it is. It's fine to collab, but don't think that's the only way you're gonna grow, or think that getting a raid on Twitch is the only way you're gonna grow, because 9 times out of 10, if you're raided by someone on Twitch and your content is not ready, then those people aren't going to stay anyway. So don't even try rely on that. Like, if you get raided by 900 viewer streamer and you usually have 2 viewers and your whole stream looks kind of messy or whatever, and you don't even know, you're not really practiced with talking to chat, and you don't know what like you're doing, and then they all come in and you don't even talk to the people that come into your chat from the raid and stuff because you're not used to it, then they're not going to stay even if you got that raid. That's not your big break, getting the raids, dude. So don't rely on raids, don't rely on collabs. Be self-sufficient and also talk to everyone you can on socials. I don't mean just in voice or whatever. Like, you can just reply to people in the community. The community is so big now. It's getting bigger and bigger by the day. Just reply to people's stuff. I don't mean reply to them as in be like, oh, I'm a VTuber too. Hey, look at my channel. No, don't fucking do that. Never, ever. Don't pretend to be friends with them either. Just, like, be friendly. Be known. Think of it like me, okay? Think of me. People say they see me everywhere, right? Is that correct, right? People say that they see me everywhere. Now, if they see me everywhere and they see that I'm having good reception from anywhere I am in, and people are like, oh, I know him, he's that guy. They might not have even like known me beforehand, but because they see me everywhere, they're like, you know what? I'm gonna check him out. And I didn't do anything. All I did was interact with content. I didn't even say, yo, check me out, check out my channel, or anything like that. All I did was interact with other people. Yet people come to me because they see that I'm being nice, I'm talking to other people, I'm being friendly. That's all you need to do, dude. And you don't have to, like, pretend to be friends with people to get up in the world, you know? Yes, you can do that, but that's how you get cancelled in the future. So, success doesn't happen overnight, right? I know this is like so rich coming from me because I'm in Niji EN and our wave is like super successful or whatever, but I mean this sincerely. Success really doesn't come overnight. And you know what? Most people only see the number, okay? When they think of someone's content, or how popular they are or how well they're doing, they only think of the number and the final product. They don't think about how they got the number or how much time it took or what they did to get that number. They just think of the number, right? And then they'll probably see, oh, this streamer is doing like a really lazy stream where they're not even really interacting with chat, but they have so many people watching. But when I do that, I can't do that. I can't grow. But they're not acknowledging the fact that that streamer that they're watching do the lazy stream has done like 2,000 high effort streams that people have watched and come for over time, you know? So they literally just look at the final product, which I think is wrong. Like, if you were to just look at me at face value, like today, people said I'm the most followed EN member, right, on Twitter. If you just looked at that, you'd just be like, oh, he's just probably popular because of his design or something. If they only go on Twitter and they don't even look at like the rest of the Luxian members or Niji EN, you know, and they're just like a normal VTuber watcher outside of companies, they probably don't even know that I've replied to like so many artworks and replied to so many memes as possible in Twitter, on Reddit, on YouTube. Like, they probably don't even know that. You know what I mean? So that's what I mean when people will just look at the numbers. So don't do that, okay? The numbers don't mean much at all. People will judge you regardless. If you have like a small chat, just think of it like, at least I have a chat. Because eventually that chat will continue watching you, and then you'll get new people, and then you'll have double the chats that you had before. But then I'm gonna tell you this now, okay? You're probably never gonna be satisfied with your size. You know, that sounds really lewd, but it's true. You are probably never going to be satisfied with the size of your social media. And that's just the truth. So instead of trying to satisfy yourself with how big your social media influence is, just try to make small steps to make your own content better. And I think that's the biggest takeaway I could say. Just try to make steps to better your own content. If you're making good enough content, people will come. That is just how it is. And to say it bluntly, yes, there are people who have underrated content who deserve viewership, but a lot of times, a lot of people are very egotistical with their content, and their content is just not good. But they think it's the best. And they're like, why am I not getting viewers? But it's because that it's not the best. And you can improve stuff. And you should always be looking to improve stuff. I don't think my content is good. But I constantly make notes about what I think I can improve on, what I'm going to do to improve on it, and what I think content is going to be good. If you want to have a good example, actually, if you guys go, if you've heard of the streamer called Ludwig, he made a streaming guide video that is like an hour long. And one of the things in that video he talks about is like 15 minutes in, or maybe like 8 minutes in. He says, okay, I want you to pause the video and write down like your goals or whatever, or something like that. And then after like 2 seconds, he goes, okay, and if you didn't write down anything, you're probably not going to succeed as a streamer because you don't even have enough, you're not even putting enough effort to write down anything. And I wrote down stuff. So to me, I was like, okay, so I'm in the right mindset then. Because I did pause the video and I did write down stuff. You know what I mean? You really have to think of it like that. Like, there is a lot of effort you have to put in, which people don't see, of course. But anyway, Ludwig, streamer guide, watch that. He has a way better way of explaining stuff than me. So go watch that if you want to know. And there you go. My little cringy dialogue stuff is over. There you go. And now I drink my apple juice. Yeah, I hope that was kind of helpful, at least,